So I was watching CBS Saturday, and it was previewing the story about Marilyn Monroe, and Marilyn Monroe, 100th birthday is on June 1st. She was born June 1st, 1926. And I was watching this advertisement they had for that story, and there was this picture here of Marilyn Monroe, and I was looking at it, and I was like, oh my God, she's seducing me from the grave. Unfortunately, today, some young ladies feel like if they have a BBL and they can twerk, that's all they need. That, that's what's sexy about them. Oh, I can twerk for 30 seconds. Yay. No, man. If you can cook a really good meal and you got sexy eyes, that goes a long way. A lot of those actresses back then, yeah, they might have had nice bodies, but it was just the way they looked at a guy. That's what works, and I think that still works. Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton's video for a Never Sad Love song. We don't see Toni's body at all. The first thing we see in that video is Toni looking at you with her eyes, and it's very seductive, just like this Marilyn picture. And it's funny because my mom was a big Marilyn Monroe fan, and she said, she liked Marilyn because she said she's the only white girl I know with a butt. It's like, and she was a curvy girl, and I thought like, well, maybe she's like half Latina because her mom was born in Mexico, but her mom was born in Mexico, but she wasn't a Latina. She just knew how to speak Spanish. And Marilyn Monroe, when she was Norma Jeane, she grew up, she had a hard life, man. So her mom had mental health issues, and her mom got locked up. And Marilyn Monroe, when she was Norma Jeane, she got bounced around from foster home to foster home. And I think when she was 8 years old, she stayed with a woman that had a house where different people rented rooms. And some guy violated young Norma Jeane, and she told her foster mother, and her foster mother didn't believe her. And Norma Jeane developed a stutter. And the only way she stopped stuttering as the years went along is she worked on her speaking and her diction. And when you hear her kind of breathy talk, like she kind of talks like this, that was her controlling her stutter because she went through a lot. But yeah, she went through a lot of foster homes. She got married when she was 16. That guy went off to fight in World War II. She met a military photographer, and that's when she started modeling. And then she went to Hollywood. But even then, because her hair was dark, they said she wasn't really pretty enough. And then she did stuff with her hair. She lightened her hair, and she became this Marilyn Monroe figure. Because I think her mom's maiden name was Monroe. I think they gave her the name Marilyn because it was a Broadway actress who was popular named Marilyn. And I think her biographers have said that when she talks about Norma Jeane, she's almost talking about another person. She's talking about Norma Jeane in third person. And it's like, yeah, but you're Norma Jeane. It's like, no, I'm not. Like that. Norma Jeane's a totally different person. And in a lot of ways, the way that she grew up, mom being locked up for mental health, not knowing who her father is, being violated when she was 8 years old, going from foster home to foster home, being married at 16, all this stuff. Yeah, she just really wanted to detach herself. Who Norma Jeane was, and Marilyn died in her late 30s. It was tragic. The beautiful thing about Marilyn Monroe was, she played this like ditzy type character. She was really, really smart. Like she had her own production company. So someone like Barbra Streisand and Oprah Winfrey and Mary Tyler Moore, like all these women who came after her, they created their own studios or their own production brands because of Marilyn Monroe. Even Lucille Ball. Like when it was Desilu, it was Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball. It was Desilu Productions. Like Marilyn had her own thing, but that was this is in the 50s, so that was ahead of the curve. So she got a lot of pushback, but she wasn't this ditzy blonde that she portrayed. I think Suzanne Summers picked that up when she did Three's Company, where Suzanne Summers played this ditzy character, but in real life she was a kind of a shrewd businesswoman. So shout out to Marilyn Monroe. What is your favorite Marilyn Monroe movie? I still like Some Like It Hot. Some Like It Hot with Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon, and then Marilyn in the middle. That's really good. And she's really good at comedy too. And she studied at the Actors Studio, the Actors Studio, with Al Pacino and Bradley Cooper and Robert Williams. I think Christopher Reeve. Like you had all these great actors who studied at the Actors Studio. But she was one of them. She studied under Lee Strasberg. There's a lot to learn about Marilyn Monroe. So do yourself a favor. Watch some documentaries on her, watch like movies about Marilyn Monroe and Norma Jeane, because the Norma Jeane story, we wouldn't get Marilyn Monroe without Norma Jeane, but you feel bad for Norma Jeane because she went through so much, but you also feel bad for Marilyn because she just seems like she just was always looking for love. Like she was married 3 times, Um, and I think she loved the guy except for the first husband. I think he was a means to an end because she wanted to get out of the foster system at 16. But I think she loved Miller, and she loved Joe DiMaggio. I think she loved them both, but it just didn't work out. So shout out to Marilyn Monroe on her 100th birthday. And what is your favorite Marilyn Monroe movie?